What's going on, everyone? Welcome back to the channel. So in today's recap, I just want to go over how I made $110 gross, $107 net, and how I averaged around 20 to 25-ish points on MNQ today. So first of all, let's just review the profit. Up 110, about $3.50 in commissions. And so my total P&L for the day was 107. Weekly P&L is $20, right? I'm only up $20 for the week. So now let's go over my entries and my exit prices, and then we'll go over the chart. So I entered at, let's move that. So I entered at 1033, two MNQ contracts at 17,019.5 and 0.75. And then I exited about 3-ish minutes later at 17,051 and then 17,043. I manually closed my position. This 17,051 was just a sell limit that I had at 17,051. So now with that out of the way, let's go over the trade. So today's open was really, really slow, right? And this is on MNQ, by the way. This is on MNQ. Besides this little sell-off here, there was almost no volume, like almost no volume at all. And this was ES, right? Even worse. Actually, did not mean to do that. Actually, even worse. I mean, look at this. There's almost no good trades you can actually take. Maximum like a 5-point little scalp or something, but there's really no phenomenal moves like this sell-off or this pump that we're getting right now. So I really didn't want to trade ES because it just was not moving. And quite frankly, this entire week, it really has not been moving that nicely, right? It's been super flat, super slow. So I've been focused a little bit more on NQ. So I was watching NQ and I really couldn't tell what the market really wanted to do, right? Let's go to MNQ. So we gapped up super, super nice, right? Gapped down, kind of stayed flat, and then gapped up. I mean, how much was this? Gapped up like 150 points. So that's pretty insane, right? So I was kind of confused because if you just look at the market right here, what do you think price wants to do? It could be either way. We could either get a gap and go and smash 17,000. Price is not going to be going backwards, but we could either smash 17,047 and just fly upwards, or sellers could get totally in control and we could break down below whatever support we have here and then fill that gap at around 16,860, right? So it's really, really hard. The morning session was very, very balanced. However, now let's take this off and go back to NinjaTrader. So, however, I did identify at around an hour after market opened, at around 10:33. I just thought that buyers bid that up, got sold off. Buyers bid that up, broke that high, that high, that high, that high, that high, that high. Couldn't break that, but got sold off initially. And then when I saw that we created that wick, I just thought, hey, that's interesting. We're kind of creating a little trend going up. And let's draw that little trend. So look at that. Look how perfect that looks on this trend line, right? Even here, I mean, I'm not even the biggest fan of trend lines. I just like to use them just to identify, certain things. And when you get good enough at just reading the chart, again, you don't even need to put any technical stuff on here. You just kind of know, okay, it's just higher highs, higher lows. That signifies that we're in an uptrend. But even here, right, when price sold off, it even retested that trend line and then sold off again. So pretty crazy, right? So yeah, I just identified that we were on that little trajectory, little trend line there, and I just thought that looked good. Created that wick. Okay, let's take a stab. Worst case scenario, put 20-point stop below 17,000. Number one, and number two, below that low right there. And yeah, just I guess entered when a lot of other buyers and bulls were entering, and sold my first contract at 17,043, so for about 23 points. And then the other one, or sorry, sold the first one at 17,051, which was up here. And then once I saw that we were going down, I just exited the other position, just hit close, and got out there. So what could I have done better on this trade? I mean, of course, right, it could have entered more contracts. I mean, this is only 2 MNQ. So just multiply 100 by 5 to get 1 NQ. That's 500. Multiply that by 10 to get 10 NQ minis, which might be a lot to people, but in the grand scheme of things, it's nothing. So yeah, so that would be $5,000, right? So it's never really about the money, it's just about the points, because you can pretty much take however many contracts you want and basically make about however much you want. Just you have to be careful about your risk and all that, but yeah, it just matters how many points can you catch. Kind of like a video game, right? Whoever can get the most points basically wins. So yeah, so what could I have done better? Potentially not have gotten out of my position kind of early, right? Because I mean, I did do a good job like selling at 17,050, a decent resistance level right there. But also we were screaming to break like that high and that high, right? So there could have been a lot of trapped bears, a lot of trapped sellers right there and right there that would have had to close their positions if we got above here and price was just squeezed on upwards. Now, the reason why I didn't keep holding though is because I did see that I would have wanted us to keep going up at high of day. Because if we're gonna keep, if price is just gonna keep rocketing up, then if buyers are in control, then they should have no problem like just blasting through what is this, 17,054. They should have no problem market buying and trying to eat as many selling contracts on the ask as possible, right? To just blow through the ask. But they couldn't do that, right? Sellers got in control for barely any time. I mean, maybe a minute, if even that. And then price went back up again, and then like 50 points higher from where my highest sell was, and now sold off. But so yeah, that's basically what I could have just done a little bit better, is not totally freaked out. Maybe held that for just a little bit longer, but that is my explanation of why I didn't, because I just wanted to see us keep flying through that, because I would have wanted to see, like, quite frankly, a 20-point squeeze candle really quickly like that, all the way up to like 17,070 or something like that. And then that's when I ideally would have wanted to get out. But yeah, that's basically it. I know right now, as I'm recording this did look decent because we did fill. Let me bring up TradingView again. We did fill, or almost fill actually, very, very close. What is that? I mean, yeah, like a point off technically from filling like that overnight gap, and just a lot of accumulation right here. And going up is basically mirroring this move down. So I would have wanted to potentially get in there, but I was busy cooking, basically making lunch. Just didn't really get to identify that until it was like all the way up here. But right now I'm kind of hoping that maybe we'll go back in the zone, retest, and we'll kind of get a inverse head and shoulders. That's what I'm hoping for. But yeah, that's the trading recap. Hopefully you guys are doing good. Hopefully you guys are green on the day, on the week. And yeah, thank you guys for watching, and keep staying tuned to the channel. Thanks.